Welcome to Watch What Crappens. To get our videos as soon as they're released instead of waiting for a week, head over to our Patreon. That's also where you'll find our bonus episodes and our Discord community. We love you guys. Well, hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens. I'm going to make our faces bigger. What do you think of that? I'm Ronnie. That's Ben over there. Hi, Ben.
Hi. How are you?
Great, guys. Great. It's another day. Another glorious day. And this one's a good one because it's a Friday. We love a Friday.
Oh, my God, Ronnie, I know you hate when I do this.
Who just died? Come on, man.
It's not a good one.
No,
oh, no.
Don't do this to me.
It just appeared. Oh, it's the worst possible thing for the day, Ronnie.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Catherine O'Hara.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God. Where did that come from?
You know, she's in the main
fair.
picture of this week's newsletter, too. Shit, let me tell Amanda.
Oh, my God. How did that happen to us?
Sad.
Literally,
what happened? How did she pass away?
I don't know. It just broke right now. I just got like a million text messages, and it's like we're within the same 12 months as Diane Keaton. It's just not allowed. It's not allowed.
Oh, my gosh. What a tragedy. That's terrible.
I know. Well, RIP to a great comedic actress.
Yeah, seriously.
We'll laugh today in her honor. That is for sure. That is for sure. Sorry to.
I know. God, way to start the show, Ben. Jeez.
Sorry, everyone.
Come to the Crappies next week. Come to the Crappies this month, everybody. Tickets are on sale. Live voting will begin this week. Okay, that was Beverly Hills. Bye. Okay, I'm going to pretend I did not hear that and move along. Yeah. Welcome to the show, everybody. Today is Beverly Hills Day. Tickets are on sale for the Golden Crappies on February 27th. We have confirmed our guest list, and it's really good. You're going to want to be there, so be there. That's in Hollywood. Get your tickets at watchwhatcrappens.com. Also, live streaming tickets will be going on sale this week, February 4th, and that is the same day that voting begins for round one of the Golden Crappies. You're going to find information about that stuff on watchwhatcrappens.com or our Instagram. We're also changing our Amazon Live days. It's the same day. It's Monday, but it's going to be at 1:30 p.m. So it's a nice early day for those of you into doing your home shopping, the daytime. So we're going to be doing it now. So join us for that starting this week. And we have a special guest on Crappy Hour this week coming up, Miss Crystal Kong Ming Kong from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and her own glorious podcast will be here with us Monday night. So join us for that at 5:30 Pacific time to talk to her. She's a good one. She's a good ad.
And how appropriate to announce that today when Crystal herself had her triumphant return to Beverly Hills last night. In the form of a flashback and a comeback, but still.
And Kyle talking shit about her, but you know,
she was the butt of derision, but still.
So we'll get her right when she's fired up to talk shit about Kyle Richards, which is my favorite pastime. So we are so excited to talk to her. So join us for that. Today is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, also the Valley Persian Style, also the Traders. It's a crazy day over here in our world. So let's get to yapping.
There's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about all these shows. Well, less about the Valley Persian Style, but
I have to tell you something before we even start talking about these shows. So my friend has been telling me there's a show you have to watch. It's so good. And I was like, I don't want to watch it. It doesn't sound good to me. I don't know why it didn't sound good to me. I didn't want to watch it. So I was telling, she said, what have you been watching? I said, well, I was trying to watch that members only Palm Beach show, but it really does kind of feel disgusting. I started episode 3 and I was like, maybe later, maybe I wasn't in the mood. And she said, what's it about? And I was telling her it's about this girl she's 70, but this woman who is kind of new to Palm Beach and she wants to, get in with the rich ladies and she wants to be in Mar-a-Lago, which is like so bizarre to me, but they're all crazy. I don't get any of it, but it's hilarious. And she said, that's the exact same plot of the show that I'm watching, that I'm telling you have to watch. And I'm just not saying the name of the show because I felt so stupid that I wouldn't watch this show. It's Palm Royale. Have you seen that show? It is so fucking funny. I love it. It is made for gay people.
I've never seen it. I heard the first season was not good. I wanted to watch the first season, and everyone was basically like, yeah, it's like everyone wanted to really like it, but they didn't like it. But then everyone said season 2 is like what season 1 should have been all along.
That's what I've heard. Well, I keep hearing it wasn't that good. I tried it. It wasn't that good. And I was like, well, I don't want to see Kristen Wiig fail because I love Kristen Wiig. And of course, it's a show with all these fabulous actresses. You know, I mean, every actress in it is top tier. And so I didn't want to not like something like that. So I just didn't watch it. But man, I started watching it. I think I just watched 3 episodes. What a show. It's so fucking good. It's like, so those of you who don't want to watch Members Only Palm Beach because of the politics or whatever, I don't blame you. Watch this one. It's so good. It's the same plot, but with, more talented comedians. So check it out.
Great.
For those of you who haven't heard, it's on its 3rd year. I'm just hearing about it. But, that's how I roll.
I don't know if anyone's heard of this. I just started watching this show. It stars Bonnie Franklin. It's called One Day at a Time. And like, honestly, this is it.
I'm telling you.
This is it. This is it. This is life. The one you got. Let's go and have a ball by talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And see.
Yeah, I wasn't really One Day at a Time fan. I'm not going to lie. I thought that show sucked.
My cousin was a cast member on that show at some point. Believe it or not. Isn't that? Well, it's okay. It's okay. It's distant cousin.
Awkward.
I haven't spoken to him since I was since 1985.
Well, I wouldn't speak to him either because that show sucked. You should tell him at the family reunion.
Wait, don't shame him for being on One Day at a Time.
I'm just kidding.
Don't shame him. I think he was he played before Schneider was around. He was the character. I don't know. I think I've mentioned him before on the podcast. His name is Richard Masser, and he was in the movie License to Drive. He's been around, but like I haven't literally the last time I saw him was at his mom's funeral in 1986. And I have a distinct memory of this because I remember going to the funeral, and this is when Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome was like in theaters, and we didn't have cable growing up, and went to the Shiva afterwards, and like for some reason MTV was on, and like the music video for We Don't Need Another Hero was on, and I was like, wow. And I just remember Richard Masser and Tina Turner and me all in the same room. We don't need another hero.
We don't need to find a way. What a morning song. It's a crazy morning song.
R.I.P. his mom, Claire.
Wow. Okay. All right, let's get to it. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 15, episode 7, headlines and heartbreak.
Also, I want to say about Beverly Hills, for some reason, all day long, you know what I kept on, the quote that was going through my head all day long yesterday was, who is Adrienne Maloof in this world? She's no one. I don't know. I just kept on saying it to myself. I felt like
we were saying that the other day. We were saying that the other day when we were out together having drinks about
that's why
somebody. We were talking shit about somebody, and we were like, oh, who is so-and-so in this world?
Like, even just saying that about Adrienne Maloof, who I have no personal beef with, I mean, it just made me feel good. I was like, who is she? She's no one, Felt great.
Made you feel better today.
Who is she in this world? She's no one.
What's Adrienne Maloof in this world? Well, we open with kind of that mentality where Rachel comes to Erica's house and tries to pretend it's amazing. She's like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. I've never seen such a good looking broom closet. So does this lead into your house or?
This is like, great. Where's the rest? I love it. Thank you for showing me the garage.
Wow. So this is where you keep umbrellas?
Yeah. Is this like the pre-show experience? Is this like when you go to a restaurant and they like sit you at the bar and give you some apps and then they bring you to your table? Are we ready? Where's the table part of your house? I love it.
Oh my God. Like, I'm so sorry, but I'm not great at weekend dressing. Like, during the day, I can't do the daytime. Fuck the day. Like, what's the day even? The day, dead. I'm dead. I'm like a vampire. I only do nighttime. Like, I can do night. I can do a bathrobe. Like, that's what I can do. I can do night and a bathrobe. You wear bathrobes in the day. That's what you do. You wear a bathrobe over a crop top and some flowy pants or something.
Memo to itself, maybe don't hire Rachel Zoe as a stylist. It's like, hey, I've got to go to a function. I've got to go to a luncheon. I die. It's going to be a bathrobe. Sorry, until the night that the sun goes down, I can't dress you. I can't do weekend. Weekend, daytime. No, I don't even know. I die. I literally don't. So Erica's like, yeah, I don't know how to do anything. I can do costume and I can do sweats. That's me. Relatable Erica. So Rachel's like, I just love Erica. I love her energy. And I just like gravitate towards people that have like things in them that I don't have. For instance, massive lawsuits about plane crashes. She has a fearlessness about her. Not a lot of talent, but fearlessness. And I just love that she's just like fucking real, you know, with that whole alias that she has. She just keeps it fucking real.
Erica Jane, real. Okay. You know, we're going to go with that. All right. So Erica, would they go out to the cabana? I just had this redone by someone from television. Now, can we talk about last night? Let's talk about it. Erica, what? Oh, and she's like, Erica, what the fuck? I did not see that coming. She's like, yeah, I didn't see it coming either. I mean, I wasn't really looking. Where were we? What was last night? I don't care about these bitches.
I was drunk. I was blackout drunk. No, because there was a blackout, remember? It was a joke. Oh my God. But seriously, I didn't see it coming because the lights were out. Oh my God, second drink in a row. I'm like dead. I'm like dead. I don't know what to wear for weekend, like daytime, but I can like make a lot of jokes. I feel terrible. Like, I don't know what Dorita's going to do with like Amanda, but I know what we can do with Amanda, which is like talk some shit about her right now. And by the way, this is a side of Rachel I'm really enjoying. I'm liking her. Well, it's a mean side. She's basically high school mean girling right now, but it's like a funny side to me because Rachel's just been nice all season. She's been like, yeah, oh my God, I die. Look at that kaleidoscope. It's like shapes. It's like amazing. And now she's like, this fucking bitch. Can we talk about her? Can we ice her out of Hollywood now? I'm ready. I'm like, there we go. Thank you. The signs of life on this show, part 2. Last week I was perking up, and this week I was like, ooh, talking shit about people. Let's do it.
Yeah, she's showing up to work. And Erica's like, yeah, I don't know what Dorit's going to do with Amanda. She's like, yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck? That was crazy. Like, oh my God. And then she's like, oh my God, it's the anniversary of her son's death. And I was like, literally dark. Like, I went dark. Like, where's the lights? Oh my God, am I even wearing a bathrobe right now? I don't even know what I'm wearing. Like, what is this? Like, am I supposed to eat in the dark and think this is romantic and give you $500 a dinner? Like, what is this? Why is it dark? Turn on the lights.
Like,
I want to see who I'm dating. What were we talking about?
Like Chef Leo, like it's so dark. Like, where's your salad? I can't see anything. Like, I went dark. Everything went dark. It was just like blackness. It was like, are people even still here? Am I talking in the dark? Is it like the food store tastes better because I couldn't even see it because it was just like so dark? So Erica's like, well, I mean, how could we have known about the anniversary of her son's death? I mean, Amanda's given us a lot of information about her business and her accolades, but nothing this personal. Which is, you know, I mean, Erica has a point, especially because Erica has famously given us so much about her life over the years. That time we saw a brief flicker of her son. The time we saw the 2 people who work for her, who are, I guess, her friends and none of her other friends.
The time she ate that piece of cake at that restaurant with Tom, and then they met like the sheriff of like whatever that they had paid off to help them, you know, like keep fucking people over.
Oh, there was a time last week where she cleared a cobweb off a chair. So that was a really like
yeah. She sprayed down her car in short shorts.
Yeah, yeah. She knows a thing or two about really revealing the personal side of yourself. So Erica's like, "Can I just say something?" I'm sorry, Rachel. Rachel said that. That's me. I'm saying something. Can I say something? Hey, me. Can I say something? Yeah, me. You can do it. Okay, great. Does it bother you that when you're in like a very tight space and someone who's being just like loud on like a call it's like, have you ever been in an elevator? Have you ever been in like one of those tiny elevators that like one of the first elevators ever made where it's so small and then like someone gets in and then they're like on the phone and you're like, but we're in an elevator, you know?
Have you ever been in a well? Like just like in a well, like standing there and you're like, why are my feet wet? Because I'm in a well. And then someone gets on a call and you're like, we're in a well.
You know what?
Who does that?
Sometimes when I think about Ocean Gate, I'm like, wouldn't it have been terrible if like right before that happened, someone was on the phone? Just awful.
Have you ever heard of a person in a coffin making a phone call? That would be so annoying.
Like what? Remember phone booths? Like what a terrible concept. You're just like in a small space with the phone. Awful.
A small space making a call. She goes, yeah, it's annoying. It's real fucking annoying. And so we see the car ride in Sedona where Amanda is sitting between these two. Like, okay, yeah. So like QuickBooks, you understand? It's like QuickBooks. It like does our taxes. And I want you to call QuickBooks right away and tell them that I will not handle this and I will not take a phone call. Is the printer working? The printer better be working. Office. Do we have pens in the office? Paper clips. I'm rich.
It was so insufferable. She's like, I mean, Amanda's awful. Like, she is so awful. Like, I see her and I'm like, you are the worst. But I am so entertained by the other women being so annoyed by her. But it is starting to teeter into that place of like, okay, now I'm getting annoyed at her too. But she is like, but I don't know.
She sucks. She sucks. But it is funny because she's the one there. I think the casting was like, okay, everyone just sees. I mean, it's kind of like low energy. Beverly Hills has been showing low energy. What we really need to energize these women is someone to hate. So let's get, if Sutton's going to only drink 5 drinks a day now, we need to get somebody in here who's just going to be hateable for these women and just let them beat up on somebody for the whole season and enter Amanda. Yep. I think they saw Amanda breaking Kyle's floors on Instagram and they were like, hire her. She'll make Kyle crazy. Do it.
Absolutely. So Rachel's like, yeah, she was like loud as fuck in that car. Yeah, it feels performative. Like, oh, look at me. I have a great business. I'm so successful. We know that. Yeah.
But also coming from Erica. I mean, Erica spent her first. I mean, everyone forgets what. I don't think everyone forgets, but we forget sometimes what Erica started the show as. Like, I'm rich as fuck. I can do anything I want. I've got private jets. I've got a huge house. I've got that. Talking about her money nonstop. I mean, she was 20 times as bad as Amanda. She really was. And her whole thing wasn't manifesting. It was like, yeah, fucking some old man tripping over his balls. What the fuck do I care? I got a plane. I got a church in my house, bitch. So Erica can stop it with the performative, because please.
Seriously, she's literally a performer. So Erica's like, oh, well, she wrote a book. She's successful. That's her business. Yeah, Godspeed. I like don't love the name Money Queen, but like that's like not for me to judge, even though I just am basically judging it right now. It's not for me to judge if that's the name of her business. So like women supporting women, that's like what I do. But like stupid name, stupid time, stupid brand.
Yeah, like sometimes people like perceive me as being over the top. Like, I mean, look at me. I'm just like nuts, right? Like I'm totally crazy. You look at me and you see like a high-speed chase. I'm like, I'm crazy. Did you hear the part about like the only thing I know how to wear during the day is like a robe? Nuts. So like I'm quiet about my work and my business and my accomplishments and whatever I've achieved in my life. I mean, you're wearing my clothes and you're sitting on my pillows. So what do I need to even say about it?
I'm like so quiet about like my business. Like, in fact, I don't even like saying the word business. Like when I say business, I go business, because it's like I'm so quiet about it, which is why everyone got a gift bag with like Rachel's own products last week, because it was like a quiet gift bag. Like if you probably couldn't even hear them. Like they don't even make noise when you squish them. They're like not like they're like, because it's a quiet business.
Yeah, she's like an airline attendant from the 60s, this girl. And Erica just looks at her like, the 60s? I wasn't alive in the 60s. What the fuck are you talking about? It takes her a minute to get it. And she goes, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hi, I'm a flight attendant. Like, I've got the demeanor of like, okay, like, how should I respond to this? Like, what should my reaction to this be?
I'm like trying to meet your needs. Like, do you want pretzels? Do you want peanuts? Do you want
coffee, tea?
Right now,
I'm rich. So then we go to Canyon Creative Studio Interior Design Store, and Kyle enters, you know, like in jeans or something, but they're doing the slow motion where
like
she's
jean
like,
shorts.
She's like, yes, I'm going to. Someone's going to a furniture store in Beverly Hills. Couches. And couches for girls, couches for girls.
Yeah, Kyle is like, she's got these big jean shorts. They're like puffy and they're long. And so then Amanda comes in and she's wearing this sundress and crimped hair and everything. And she's like, hi. She's like, oh, okay. So are you looking for anything specific to destroy my home with. No, it's for like Newport, actually. Like, actually, everything's like done other than the theater. Wait, wait, do you guys want to hear about the theater? No, this is for my Beverly Hills home. And sometimes it's hard to remember with all our homes. Oh my God, let's do a flashback of us looking at the theater, guys. Come on, let's go back to that.
I'm sorry. Did I mispronounce it? I meant to say theater. So yeah, we're doing my theater. And so we see them in their home theater. And she's like, I don't want theater chairs. I want couches. Like, I want a couch here and then I want a couch there. I don't want chairs, Eddie.
I want those like love sack puss in the front. You know, the ones that cost $4,500. Put them in the front so that way that no one wants to sit on them. Yeah.
And Eddie's like, yeah, you better listen to her. She's about 5 minutes away from cutting a bitch.
Thanks, Eddie. That I really appreciated you standing up for me like that. I manifested that.
I went on Justin Martindale's podcast. I think it'll come out in a couple weeks, but I recorded it yesterday with him. He's so funny. And he was talking about Eddie, and he really verbalized something that I didn't say because, you know, like a lot of times you get in trouble. He doesn't give a fuck about getting in trouble, I'll tell you that. But sometimes we get in trouble for saying things like, that guy's probably gay. You know, like, you're not supposed to say that. I get that. It's like basic manners. And I don't know that he's gay or not, but he does definitely do things like in that first scene where he's like, I don't think they know you because like in one more second, you're going to cut a bitch. Or he'll be like, read her for filth, girl, you know. We were dying laughing about that. And how she's like, yeah, you know, I met my husband in West Hollywood. Like, I was crossing Santa Monica Boulevard, going from like one gay bar to the other gay bar. And then the husband I manifested was right there saying, read a bitch, girl. You know, so like, we're in love. We got married. Now I support him and I pay for everything.
That is really funny if you think about it. Oh my God. So Kyle's like, so how is everything? Do you want to talk shit about Dorit? I will let you do that right now if you'd like. It's just, I am a shell of my former self, like a
what are you,
really
those little
wealthy shell.
What are you, those little Russian dolls that keep coming apart and there's another one inside because you were a shell before? How many shells are you?
You're just like, you know, when you make a 3-egg omelet and then you sort of like, you crack the first egg and you sort of put it down for a moment. And you crack the second egg and you sort of nest it in the other one. That's what she is. She's just a bunch of old omelet shells.
I actually saw a video on the internets of somebody cracking an egg and then it said once in a lifetime experience. And then they cracked the second egg, but there was another full egg shell inside with another egg. How does that happen? What kind of steroids are you taking to be double egging it like that? Is crazy. And they ate the egg. They cooked it. They ate it.
Wow. Did they eat it like Rob on the Traders?
I'm telling you.
Just stuffing it in his mouth. We'll get to that, everyone.
Isn't that just a sign of being a traitor? The love of hard-boiled eggs. It's so bizarre how it happens every season on that show. It's so bizarre.
Eggs are the tell. What I was going to say is I once saw a video on YouTube of people. They were for some reason they like cracked open an egg and there was like 2 yolks in it, and then they cracked open another one. It was 2 yolks, and they went through like their entire thing of eggs, and each egg had a double yolk in it, and they were like losing their minds. I mean, it was crazy. That stayed with me. That stayed with me for like 10 or 12 years. Everyone,
we both have egg
always
trauma
think about
today.
it. I always think about that. Like, can you imagine all those double yolks? So many yolks.
It's something.
So
you
many.
know, we
I'm
need
a
to
shell
watch
of
our
my former
food.
self.
We're doing something to our food supply. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Something is happening out there. We need to discuss it. So
What's happening?
she's like, yeah, I'm a shell. So like Rachel's party took a toll on me. Like I woke up every 30 minutes all night long with my heart, like my heart was like pounding. And that says to me that my body experienced that interaction as a physiological threat. Oh God, please stop.
No, it means that you had too much salt.
It means you're on a housewives show and someone tried to start a fight with you at dinner. Okay. If you're going to be like physiological threat, you're a physiological threat. Just go. I mean, my God, it's like the person their first week at work, they've already had a cold 3 times and just keep calling in sick. Like, you can't just get mad at me because I have a cold. That's against the rules. No, I don't want a weak person living here. Okay. Survival of the fittest. You are a bad apple. You will no longer be working at Applebee's. Go.
This is my favorite version of Kyle Richards, when Kyle is less concerned about protecting her image and more thinking to herself, am I really going to have to shoot a full season with this cuckoo right here? Kyle is like, She's nodding supportively and like pursing her lips, and her eyes are bulging like, are we getting this on camera?
Yeah. And Kyle doesn't even like Dorit. So she's ready for this girl to come for Dorit. She's just like, oh, God, I have to hang out with this person to get to the means to my end or whatever. Like, this is the means to my end, you know? Like, oh, God.
And Amanda's like, I like couldn't sleep. Like, I don't have emotional breakdowns, truly, ever. But it was like every 15 minutes, heart racing, headache, fever, sweats. My temperature was up. It was, you had the flu. You have the flu. You're not.
The only thing that calmed me
attacked.
down was my husband singing Is There Life After Love? I mean, seriously. You know, I'm like a really grounded person. I like to keep my wits about me. So thank you for complimenting me and saying that I stayed cool and calm and collected. Because, yeah. And Kyle goes, yeah, I don't really get upset. So, you know, if I get upset, no, she goes, yeah, I don't stay calm and collected. Because, like, if I get upset, like, it's hard for me to keep my wits about me. So, like, I mean, you were very composed. You were very composed.
Like, Dorit was acting in a way that felt aggressive. And, like, there was an attack energy. This is not how classy women behave. I expected remorse from Dorit at the very least. And I heard crickets. And what people don't know is that, like, crickets are a very aggressive insect. And I just felt very attacked. And I just would like to draw a boundary against the crickets because I could not sleep thinking about those crickets.
Yeah, you know, like she disrespected me and she disrespected my son on the anniversary of his death. Oh, she did not call like your son fat or something. Come on now. She's like taking this too much. She's taking this too far.
It is too
now,
much.
Dorit was wrong last week when someone says there's, as we said last week, if somebody says, you know what, my son died, this is the anniversary of my son's death, whether or not you think they're using that as a card, they did use the card. You cannot keep playing once the stopper has been used. It's just tacky. Dorit should have known better. So Dorit was 100% wrong. But Amanda is going to completely use her son's death to get at, you know, to make points, and that's disgusting. If anyone's disrespecting your son right now, it's you. Like, this is this is like verging on gross now. Stop.
She is going to, but what's funny is that later in the episode, Bose is basically like, well, I've got that card too, and I've got the husband card as well, so good luck, bitch. Bose is like,
Bose became a national. I mean, Bose was already pretty beloved, I think, on this show, especially, you know, here in this house. We already love Bose, but this,
love Bose.
I mean, I'm
Bose.
getting a Bose poster for my bedroom now because I was like, holy shit. Like, just to lay it out like that and be like, no, she's using it and that's it. Like, she shouldn't do that. That's disrespectful. Who does that? You know, I was like, yes, President Bose.
I'm excited because I feel like Bose has not done enough this season, and it's not even her fault. I just feel like the show hasn't given her enough, except for the IVF storyline. I was on Lakendra Tooks's show earlier this week. It'll be coming out sometime soon, and we were talking about this, and I was like, I really don't like when Bravo saddles someone, a relatively newbie, like a sophomore season person, with the IVF storyline, because obviously it's a very relatable storyline. Lots of millions of people go through this journey, so I know that's why Bravo puts it in there. But the truth is, if we really have to like get down to brass tacks of what the IVF storyline is on Bravo, it's usually watching someone take shots, and then maybe they might cry or maybe they'll self-tip. But like, it wasn't good for Megan King Edmonds. It wasn't good for Candace. It hasn't been very compelling for Bose. Quad's doing it right now, and she's only getting away with it because usually after she takes a shot, she's like, "Why, oh King?" But like, it's just, I'm afraid. I was like, Bose, I feel like had such a good first year. She's such a good addition, and now like they're sort of putting her in the slot of like trying to have a baby, taking my shot, and I just am like, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's just, I don't think it's compelling television.
Yeah, I don't think anyone on this show has the most groundbreaking personal storylines. I mean, Kyle's got her thing with Mo. I guess that's kind of, Dorit has her divorce. You know, there's kind of that stuff, but I don't think this cast really shines with the group work and the arguing, because no one really has a story. So I forgive her for that. I think she's been pretty good in all the group scenes and calling everything out. And I think it's exactly what this group needs. It's kind of taking the Garcelle role. Because that's what Garcelle did. She would call stuff out, And so now,
but I just feel like I would like them to
it.
center her a little bit more. I guess that's more of what it is. I feel like sometimes the people who are in the IVF storylines just wind up on the side, and their whole thing is they're in the bathroom giving themselves, administering their own shots. And but meanwhile, we're stuck with endless scenes of Kyle Richards moping around, and I just
maybe show the Jimmy Fallon show, like making that and coming up with the ideas to do that or whatever she's doing, like her.
Yeah. I'm not saying that there's nothing going on in Bose's life. I'm just saying I wish the show gave her more to do on her solo scenes. And again, it's not to take away. I'm not being like, oh, stupid IVF, who cares? Because millions of people go through it. They identify with it. But I just am not sure for me. And maybe, I'm speaking through the lens of a guy who doesn't really deal with this stuff. But for me, it's just not terribly compelling.
Well, thanks for ruining the Bose just became a national hero day, Ben.
No, I'm saying she is a national hero, and the show should lean into this. What's going on here? Because
holiday
she's been
canceled.
stuck on the sidelines.
Holiday canceled. Everybody go back to work.
She's been on the sidelines for all these episodes, and finally she is like has a really good episode today, and it's like the show should have been trying to find these moments for her all season long. Is what I'm saying. It's actually a very pro Bose moment. Pros bono. So anyway, back to Kyle. And Kyle is like, well, I do wish that once you said that, she would have liked to have said, I wish when Dorit said, we can talk about it another day. I wish you would have said that you don't want to talk about this. She goes, well, those are words that should just stop anyone in their tracks, right? Like, shouldn't that have happened? And we see.
Yes, and that's true. They should have stopped, but still,
yes, and Dorit, it is funny watching it back how Dorit is like, I'm so sorry that you're going through that, and it's a terrible thing, and I will stop talking about it right this instant. But as I do stop in the silence that remains, perhaps you can think about why you have an opinion about someone who's going through a divorce, who you don't really know very well, and maybe you should address that about why you have these things to say about me and BK. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And Kyle's like, well, I mean, like, obviously I can understand, like, Amanda being, like, super sensitive, but, like, anyone in her shoes would be sensitive. I just don't think that Dorit meant it like Amanda thinks she did. I mean, Dorit didn't know that information, but the point is that she found out the information and she kept going, Kyle. But
yeah.
Nice try. And Kyle says, well, does it bother you the way that she addressed it? Or does it bother you like most that once you told her it was the anniversary of the baby passing? Yes, Kyle. Yes, that's what she's saying. And she's like, no, what bothers me the most is that she thinks it's appropriate to verbally accost someone with an accusation and aggression instead of asking them a question. I mean, it would have been highly inappropriate if it was the anniversary of Zion's death or not. And it's a whole nother thing that I told her that I couldn't gather my thoughts. And, she goes off and stuff like that. But, coming at you with aggression, she really didn't come at you with aggression. She was like, I heard you were talking shit about me. And you were nice to me before, so why are you talking shit about me now? I think in Housewives world, that's not really aggression, but
it's not. And Amanda has something else to say that's pretty devastating, which is, I will not go to dinner parties feeling emotionally unsafe. Okay, well, everyone, we got to stop production. Let's make sure she feels emotionally safe before we shoot the next scene. This is very important. Then this is where Kyle goes, I mean, it's giving Crystal Minkoff. And we see a flashback of Crystal being like, I was violated. The word violation means it's to abuse your privacy and disrespect. I'm like, how dare you? I'm sorry. I know that was like a whole thing back then. Amanda Francis is not Crystal. Okay. Like, I'm sorry. That was rude. Crystal is so much better than Amanda. I'm not even saying this because Crystal's coming on the show on Monday. Like, Crystal was like head and shoulders better than Amanda. Amanda is like truly the stereotype of like the aging millennial, but like, and Crystal is an aging millennial as well, but like, or elder millennial, not aging millennial. She's a decrepit old millennial. But
okay, well,
no.
Crappy Hour is just us on. No, just kidding.
I know.
I think what Kyle is saying is like it's because the older cast, it looks at these younger ones. They can't deal with it. It's like, I'm emotionally unsafe. I can't, like, I was violated, you know. So I definitely got what she was. I definitely got what she was saying here. Like, oh God, here we go. Like, you don't feel safe at work. Okay, honey.
Right. Amanda is more of the stereotype that, like, when people talk about the millennials, because this was the big thing over the past like 7 or 8 years about how millennials sort of talk and how they draw boundaries and like I can't do this at work, and Gen Zers do this as well. And like, yes, Crystal dipped into that language or dipped into that sort of, you know, that approach. But Amanda is the true stereotype here when she's like, I won't have my cortisol spike and my nervous system dysregulated because she can't speak to me like an adult.
God.
Like, it's amazing.
You know what? Let me tell you something. If you get cortisol spikes and you get dysregulated nervous systems because of a conversation at dinner, I literally don't want to buy your book on how to be better. You know what I mean? Like, you're a self-help person and you're this fucking weak-willed. Like, I don't need to take any lessons from you, but thanks. Love the font on your shitty website and love the black card art in your house. Like, I'm not taking your class. So Kyle's like, yeah, she's going to like have to get thicker skin to be in this group. Yeah. She goes, you know, you have boundaries and that's good. She goes, well, I'm going to have to set a goddamn boundary, but that's okay because it wouldn't be the first time I set a boundary in my life. That's for sure. Amanda, boundary queen. Oh my God, write it down. Siri, write down boundary queen, write it down. Manifesting that into Birkin, bitch.
I just had a cortisol spike, but like a good kind because it's like creative. So now upbeat music and Bose and her car Bose and her friend, and her car, they show up at a restaurant. So Bose is there with Summer.
Is Michael the only one allowed to have a friend that's a car? Okay. Kit's not the only friendly car.
Hello, car. The car is actually just Nico. Nico transforms into a car. Use a car all this time. Nico, get into your car form. Take me to Beverly Hills.
Pulling around the car, Bose. I'll be right there. Stay tight.
Night
Rider. They should update Night Rider with Nico playing the car.
Nico as Kit.
Hey, your car's here. By the way, there's an omelet in the front seat. I don't want an omelet, Nico. Sorry. Just put it in the back seat. I'll take care of it later.
I like your version of it.
You like it? My Bobby McFerrin remix. God damn, that was a good number. That was a banging number. Now that it's back in my head, it's going to be there the whole episode.
Banging number.
So Bose and her friend come, and it's stark.
So they arrive at Cantina Frida, and Bose is like, I love this place. I think it's Mexican, but with like a little mix. I'm like, it's Mexican. Like, you can see around. So Bose is like, Summer is my sister from another mister. We did cheerleading together, and she swam, and I did track, and we would cheer each other on at each other's meets. It was great. And we see a really cute picture of the two of them from 1993. And then Kyle and Dorit show up and everything, and Bose is saying how she and Summer have been friends ever since high school, and Summer is actually from Oklahoma, and she visits Bose in LA once a year. And Bose is like, yes, when I moved to Colorado Springs from Ghana, it was a huge culture shock. I went from this vibrant, sunny, spicy culture to landing in a cold place that served hot dogs and had people talking about a hat store called Kimasabi's. It was a very stark place, if you know what I mean. She sort of like points at her skin.
She points at her skin. It's like, right. You get it? It was stark. Very stark. I cracked up when she goes, yeah, I got off the plane in a place that sold hot dogs. It's like the disgust of the hot dog.
It's also so funny in the same week, or like where Angel has just been like, ladies, welcome to Colorado. This is the most luxurious, beautiful place in the entire world. And then Bose is like, it's boring and they sell hot dogs here. It's two very different perspectives on the state.
There were a lot of Gretchens, there were some Annettes, some Gwens, and definitely a Summer. Definitely.
Her disdain for Colorado Springs is hilarious.
And you know whoever Summer is like she's gathered people around like, oh my God, I know a Real Housewife of Beverly. She Summer. She's like, damn it. Like, wow, she really hated you, huh, Summer? Okay, well, everybody, the show's over. Let's go home. Let's go home.
All right. Well, Summer, Dorit. This is Summer because everyone shows up and a lot of air.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize this girl was named Summer. There was definitely a Summer. This one I liked. Never mind. I take back everything I just said about Summers.
So Bose is like, Dorit, you should talk to Summer over here. She's been through a tough divorce as well. Look, she's got cutouts on. Always the first sign. And Summer's
I'm sorry,
like, yeah.
but are there tortas here? Can I have a fish torta?
That's sandwich.
They're so hard to find anywhere you go. Fish sandwiches.
So Summer's like, I was a stay-at-home mom, and my ex was able to get temporary full custody of our kids for over 2 years it took to get to trial. So I get it, girl.
Did he eat chips in bed?
No.
You don't understand what it's like. Summer?
Well, her ex is a lawyer, military. Jag. How dare you marry my son? I'd never approve that. No, Jag, not Jagger.
You've married a car?
No, Jag. Oh, the TV show. Congratulations. No. Summer's like, yeah, so I went from seeing my kids all the time to just every weekend, every 2 weeks. And it literally almost killed me. Oh, my God. That's terrible. I'm not going to ask you any more questions. You're too plain.
She's like, yeah, you guys are, so Kyle and Doreen, you guys are both going through bad times, right? And Kyle's like, oh,
well, our situations are different. You and Mo are friends, right, Kyle? Coyle, I mean, luckily, in your situation, when you first saw some pictures of Mo, did it ever cross your mind that you wanted to foil?
She's like, yeah, I wanted to file a report for more hats from Kemosabe. I love hats, guys. Half Summer, you know about hats? Have you ever heard about a hat? They're great. You should put one on your head.
I can shop anywhere. And Bo's like, well, why didn't you file that if you wanted to? She goes, well, it's like a very, very big decision. And it's scary. It's not just me. You know, I'm thinking of everybody. You know, and when I was in Aspen recently, I felt invisible. And, you know, then I thought, well, it's time. Maybe you'll see me if I divorce him. But then I come back and it's like, oh, it's easier like this. You know, we're good friends and I know he loves me and we get along. So it's like, you felt invisible to him, Kyle? You felt invisible? Kyle, are you here? Did Kyle go to the bathroom? I'm right here. Oh, I get where he's coming from. I can't lie. I get where he's coming from. Yeah.
So Kyle says that they travel as a family, and even though they travel as a family, they have separate rooms, and it's all nice, and they do the activity for the day, yada, yada, yada. But like sometimes she'll like come in to the kitchen for breakfast, and he'll be there, and he's like not really paying attention to her because he'll be drinking his coffee and checking his phone. I'm like, yeah, he's on Tinder right now. He's not paying attention to you whatsoever. And I don't think he has been paying attention to you. Have you noticed that anytime Mauricio talks to Kyle, he always looks like he's trying desperately to pass some sort of like eye exam? He's always like, oh, he's always squinting.
He's
and
always
like looking.
shocked. He's always
like,
shocked that she's bringing stuff up on TV. I think it's like they have some agreement that she's not going to bring stuff up on TV, and then she brings it up, and he's always like, oh, like he gives her this look like, what are you doing right now, Kyle? Like he did that the whole last season when she's like, Mauricio, I'm really hurting this marriage, and be like, he just like looked confused, like, we just talked 15 minutes ago and you didn't have a problem, and now you do. He's just always completely shocked by everything that she says.
I just
and
feel
very
like
uncomfortable with tears.
Yes, I think that his face always looks like he's about to say, is that a C? No, it's an F. It's an F. It's an F. It's a C.
He looks like Kathy Hilton playing Wheel of Fortune whenever Kyle starts talking. Like, yeah, you know, but on the other hand, Kyle, you did leave that man. And now you're like coming into the kitchen and expecting all this adoration at breakfast. Why? You're roommates and the man is swiping his phone. Who doesn't get on their phone and start swiping while they're drinking their coffee first thing in the morning? That's just what life is.
I'm not making good eye contact in the morning. I'll tell you that much.
Hell no.
This is Kyle's biggest, this is her insecurity, is being invisible, right? She was raised in the shadows of Kim Richards, who was a large child star, while Kyle was on the show about the maid who was a ghost. And she has Kathy Hilton, I mean, these are facts.
How dare you? She was also on Little House.
Kyle was on Little House, but Kim was on a little bit bigger house. Okay. And you have Kathy, who is like the wealthy one. And Kyle has been yearning. She yearns to be the apex. But then when she gets the apex, she doesn't know what to do with herself. And so she finds someone else to sort of like be with. And then she pushes them away. I mean, this is just, it's her cycle. So now she is, this is the worst thing in the world is for her to be like invisible. And she's feeling that from and
I think it's what she, I think it's what we figured in the beginning was that Kyle left Mo and she had an affair with this woman, did all this stuff, kind of an attempt to get attention from Mo, and it backfired. And he was like, "Oh, okay, you're leaving me? Okay, I'm gonna date a 20-year-old or whatever." And she was like, "Wait a minute, you were supposed to beg for me. You're supposed to be begging. Okay, so you want to come back to the house? Okay, maybe I'll consider letting you come back. Oh no, it's okay. I got an apartment. What? Do you even have towels? I don't need them." What do you mean you don't need towels? Kyle's just like going through. She's spinning out because she thought that he was going to be like begging her back. And he's really acting like he just finished the last day of school. He's like, party, yeah, kimosabi. I hang out at kimosabi now for breakfast. Okay, it's just where I go. You never know who you're going to meet.
I saw Giselle there. Hey, Giselle. Hey. Giselle.
So... boom.
Wait, I just want to say something.
What?
That Maid show, Down to Earth, had 106 episodes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I thought that was a one-season wonder. That is a full-on, that is like 4 years. That's a 4-year-old TV show that could get into syndication. I take it all back. Great work, Kyle. You made it on.
I think that's a year away from syndication, right? Don't they have to? Didn't the rule used to be 5 years?
I think it was 5 years and 100 episodes, so maybe just short of syndication, which is why it does not remain in our national consciousness.
Oh, they're like, well, you would have made syndication in 2 weeks, but you were canceled. Sorry. But Kim was just delivered a pile of money for no reason. Okay, everybody. Thanks for the work. We'll see you later. Oh, I just got a note for Kyle. It says, Laura Ingalls hates you. Please do not come back to set. Oh, sorry, it's a bad day for you. It's a bad day for you.
It's not going so well for the Little House on the Prairie alums at the moment, but whatever. So Dorit is.
What else happened to? Who else is in trouble?
There's the Melissa Gilbert situation with Timothy Busfield.
Oh, her husband.
Weren't we just talking about Timothy Busfield?
Were we? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think so.
Honestly, I don't know what life is anymore. So Dorit says, "Can I ask you something, honey?" That's by the way, this is when it's always bad. The combination of honey and then she goes, friend to friend. Like,
Friend to friend.
You can ask.
Friend to
Honey
friend.
friends. Friends who enjoy honey to other friends who enjoy honey. Honey friends. Do you think in the back of your mind, the reason why you wouldn't file is because you thought maybe there's a chance the two of you would reconcile? Do you ever think that maybe...
it's me. Here, look at me. Who said reconcile? It's me, Mauricio, right here at dinner. And they're like, oh my God, it's Mauricio. It's a Mauricio.
Well. Look who's here. We were just talking about you. I was just talking to you in my mind. My inner voice. I told you, Maurice, I just found fish sandwiches. They're called tortas here.
Yes, I think I recognize some people here. Hi, ladies. Hi, Giselle. Mauricio, Giselle's not here. Sorry, I'm just it's kind of my thing. It's just to walk into places and recognize people now.
We were literally just talking about you, Mo.
And Kyle's like, have you ever met Bose? He's like, no, I don't think we've ever met. Have you ever met Giselle? What a lady. What a lady.
This is my husband, Mauricio. Some say the hottest husband on Bravo. Our marriage is over now, but before it was over, it was the best marriage on Bravo. Some people got a box from the Knot that said so. Anyway, Mauricio, what's going on with you? Well, yeah, it was great. I was just having a meeting with my new Saudi partner, and we're opening a new agency in Saudi. And yeah, you know what's great is coming onto TV and bragging about being associated with the Saudi Arabia. Great for business at all times.
Are you kidding me? I mean, what does he have? What does he have me on Find My? I mean, this town is too small for the both of us.
By the way, that was Kyle ahead of time, being like, Portia, I gotta say something about your father running into me. What's an app that people use that's about that? It's like, it's called Find My. Thanks. What am I? On Find My, Mauricio. God.
My Find My's on fleek. So Mauricio sits down and Dorit's like,
Well, we were basically asking, have you thought about feeling?
have I thought about your feelings?
No, feeling.
Filling, like in croissants, or what? I prefer my croissants plain. Filing? No, I haven't thought about filing. Is that what she said? I don't do my own filing. I have secretaries.
I literally haven't even asked him that. So Dorit's asking that. It's like crazy. It's like, well, why, Kyle? Did you ever think about it? She's like, you have made me mad a couple of times. Does anyone know when Kyle's getting to the table? I thought I was asking her a question, but she's not even here. Not invisible, Mauricio.
Hold on. I found a trick. Just throw a napkin over the empty chair. Oh, it's Kyle. She's there.
So I love this. Bose goes, yeah.
Kyle has a napkin on her head. She's like, God damn it. I'm not a ghost.
So, I hear that the way you can find the invisible man is if you just throw water at him. So, just throwing water at Kyle. I'm not invisible. Stop dousing me.
Oh,
So
man,
Bose is
this
like-
conversation, maybe I just should have kept walking all the way to Saudi Arabia, right? Am I right?
So Bose is like, well, by the way, now that you're in the hot seat. Wait, hold on a second. I can't hear you. Let me get a little closer. Ow, Mauricio, stop sitting on me. Oh, I didn't see you in that chair there, Kyle. Sorry.
You know, now that you're in the hot seat, I almost attacked you last summer. And he gives that confused face. He's like, oh.
And then it does like a veneer moment because he what happens is he furrows his eyebrows, but then since he's also a realtor and the client is always right, he has to smile too. So this is probably the face he gives when someone is like, I would like to sell this. I would like 10 bedrooms and I want to spend $1.3 million. And he furrows his brow like, what? But then smiles like, oh yeah, of course, anything you need. So he's like, what do you mean, Bose? You almost attacked me. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, I saw you at Soho House in Miami, or in Malibu, rather. And Kyle's like, yeah, and I was getting a play-by-play of everything you were doing. She goes, yeah, I was watching you like a hawk. And he's like, I don't know. And we see a flashback to Bose saying, I saw Mo at Soho House with a girl. And Kathy goes, a female? Yes. Yes, Kathy.
So Mauricio's like, so you saw me at Soho House. And there was a lady there. And I was like, oh, look at him. He's terrified. Who was I with? And Kyle's like, you were with a girl. Yeah, you were with a girl. Well, you could have said hi. You could have said hello. She's like, I had to choose a side. I think Bose was being such a girl scroll here. This is what Kyle could learn. Because Bose basically at this moment is actually checking him. She's not just saying like, oh, I took Kyle's side. She's like, I had my eye on you. I know what you were up to. Don't mess with Kyle, right? I kind of felt like she was sending that message. And I thought that was so cool of her.
Yeah, she's like, hey, it's me, Bose. I remember you because I saw you, kind of cheating.
She's like, I'm in your spaces. I'm in your spaces. And whenever you find another like 22-year-old girl, know that I'm there. I'm there and I'm watching you. I don't care how far you go. I don't care how late you go out until I'm there.
Any move you make, any step you take, I'll be watching you. Okay? Now, listen, you may think you're alone in a urinal, but I'm more invisible than Kyle is right now. Hey, I'm here. I'll be watching you.
I'm the runaway Bosey.
So she says, I chose a side. And Dorit says,
That's called a goil.
oh, all right. Is that a kind of pickle?
You're talking about Grillo pickles? Mauricio's like, you call it girls. I call it the spy. Ha, 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 ha.
Well, I'm just saying Kyle is my person, so I'm looking out for her. And she goes, yeah, we're like detectives and spies, Mauricio. And he goes, no, just spies. I got it. Now I know what I'm walking into, right? Well, look, Dorit, I haven't seen you in forever. Am I right? Mm-hmm. And he rubs her shoulder, and she's like,
oh, my God, Mo, we need to get together. I want to get together and shoot.
You want to go shoot? I did that with Kyle last year. It got kind of awkward. She started crying, and I made this face.
No, chit. I want to have a chit. Let's talking, Mauricio.
Yeah, well, I'd be thrilled to any time. So Dorit's like, well, I know you've heard one side, a very large, round side that you're trying to get around, and the side just keeps on going, and you're saying, does this side ever end? And then you realize the side has actually brought a side of ribs, and you're like, wow, there's a lot of side to this side.
Then you realized circles don't have sides.
But I thought you might want to hear another side, a more glamorous, beautiful side that might bring a fish sandwich, the rare fish sandwich. They don't have those in Saudi Arabia, I believe.
Oh, okay. I would be thrilled to. I would love to go hear other sides. This is what I would love to do. And she's like,
but the thing is, Mo, I want what's best for the kids. Period. And the only way for our kids to not have much damage is for us to be friendly. Do you understand?
well, we are friendly, but our kids can support beef just fine.
No, not our kids. Me and Piquet's kids.
Oh, I got it. I forgot that we had kids, so I'm glad you've specified.
I agree with that statement, and I can tell you that if you wanted to, I'd be willing to sit down and completely, absolutely, fully listen to you without any response, full eye contact, not on my phone, not even a mug of coffee nearby that I can sip from and then look down into. Just a full thing. I only wish Kyle were here to see us getting along like this. Mauricio, I'm right here.
And after you've heard what I have to say, if you feel like there's things that you want to say to Piquet, then you can habla them from your heart, your corazon, as it were, your pescado torta, if you will.
I'm the one who likes hats. Me.
Honestly, I feel at this point I've exhausted every possible avenue to try and sit down and communicate with Piquet. And I know that we've reached a place where it's necessary to have some kind of communication in order to go parent efficiently. Mo is literally my only hope. That was Arabic for hope.
I have even left a trail of Hershey's Kisses going all the way up Benedict Canyon, leading to a fish sandwich on a welcome mat, and I still can't lure him into the house. So
But I did end up meeting a nice woman named Katie Maloney.
So she agreed that we could split the fish sandwich on account of how rare they are. And so Dorit is proposing, like, I just want to sit down and tell my story. And Mauricio could not look more disinterested. Like, yes, I'm sure Mauricio really wants to just sit there and listen to you prattle on for 2 hours while he says nothing. So he's like, yeah, I'm happy to do it. I'll totally do it when I'm in Saudi Arabia and cannot be found. So yeah, great. Okay, and you know what, Mo? I don't have your number. I'm going to get your number because I don't have your number. And this is the first time we've spoken in quite a long time. Isn't that right? We absolutely do not communicate in any sort of way. So I'm going to get your number. Mo, give me your number right now.
I'd rather do this on telephone other than Snapchat, which is how we usually communicate. So please, give me your phone number.
And I thought this was because, Kyle's got PK's number. I thought this was interesting that Dorit didn't have Mauricio's number. I guess
that's
why
why
would
she
she?
make us think about it. She was like, look at me, a girl's girl. I don't have Mauricio's number. And America, for those of you who think that we're having an affair, I don't even know his phone. This is so interesting that I am finally getting his phone number for the first time. I didn't even know he had a phone in the first place.
Cut to Kyle going, my friendship with PK is just memes and jokes.
On the telephone? Woohoo! Well, isn't that something or other?
Well, I'm going to call you, and I'm going to message you, and I'm going to sex you, so you better get ready. He's like, yeah, okay, well, I gotta get out of here. There's like something happening next door to something, so like, yeah, bye.
So he leaves, and Kyle's like, oh my God, that is hilarious. In this town, you never know when you're going to run into the person who doesn't see you while they're having coffee and swiping through their phone.
Summer's like, I mean, what a night. I mean, first night in LA in a year, and I've already seen John Turturro. Who else?
I loved you in The Big Lebowski. Bose is like, wow, Mo's got it. I understand now. Well, he's got charm. He's got looks. He's got a very, very confused, furrowed brow. And I don't really blame Kyle for hanging on. I mean, the question is, why isn't Kyle reeling him in? Get him back. I mean, whoa, you just let that fish jump off the bridge? Get him back, bang him on a rock, cook him up for dinner.
That's right. They're called veneers, not venfars. Get him in. So
Veneer, Vafar, wherever you are, get back here,
wherever
honey.
you, whenever you are. That's funny. So Bose is like, well, before we get to dessert, we should probably resume the scene we were supposed to shoot. So let's talk about Amanda Francis, right? Because that was crazy. And so Dorit's like, well, Sutton said to me that Amanda had voiced her concern about how you're speaking about PK. And Bo's like, mm-hmm. And Dorit's like, and I have the right to obviously confront her and ask her, if you got this opinion, where did you get it from? And was there a fish sandwich involved? They're very rare.
But she shut down the conversation, and she said it was the anniversary of her son's buzzing.
And so Summer's like, oh my God, her son passed. She's like, grabs her heart. And she says, oh my gosh. And Dorit goes, exactly. Can you believe she said that when I was trying to yell at her? Summer's like, no, I was sad about the son passing.
Yeah, she's like, I wasn't sad for you. So Dorit's like, I had no idea that it was the anniversary of her son's passing. Had I known, I would have never said anything to her. Well, I would have said some things to her. I probably would have said the same things. I mean, what am I supposed to say? Oh, Amanda, I'd like to talk to you about something, but I just want to make sure that it's, not an anniversary of something bad or anything. And even she's like laughing because it is a hilarious thing to be like, I'd like to confront you right now. Did something terrible happen on this day before I proceed? And Amanda, is probably like, yeah, that's exactly how you should do it.
Yeah, but the point isn't that. The point isn't this. And I love that Dorit's making it this because it's so Dorit to completely miss the point of what she did wrong. It's not the point, Dorit. The point is that she did tell you and you kept going, you dummy.
Yeah, you kept on going.
So Bose was like, wait, but after you said sorry, did you go back to the conversation? She goes, yes. Well, but why? Why, Dorit? Why did you do that?
She goes, well, because we were in the middle of a conversation. And by the way, she was also continuing the conversation. So she said the dead son thing, but then she also said other things.
And so we see a flashback where Dorit is saying,
if you're not ready to have the conversation, that's fine. I respect your wishes 100%.
And Amanda said, well, I mean, it could make a custody hearing more complicated. So she took that as the green flag to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you want to have a conversation or not?
So then back at the restaurant, Dorit's like, it wasn't like the conversation had just finished then. So Kyle goes, well, I saw her today and we actually had a very long conversation about this. And she actually asked me to not say anything to you, but she actually wants to have this conversation with you on her own. Yeah, actually.
So Bose goes, well, you need to follow up. But look, I've lost a baby too.
I know. And I'm so sorry.
She's like, yeah, so I know the pain. And there's a very stark difference between being like, I want to share this with you because this is what I'm feeling, versus someone who's trying to address something with you and then you throw it out as a defense. Because I can get in any conversation and be like, my husband died, my baby died. I could do that all day long, but I don't. And I was like, oh my God. It's like, damn.
She's like, I can one-up you, bitch. And so Bose is saying how that level of grief marks you in ways that you can't articulate it. And so she says for Amanda to talk about it this way at this time, it feels like Amanda's using it as a defense and she's using it to guard information and she's using it as currency. So God, Bose cannot.
She really nailed that.
And rightfully, justifiably so.
Yeah, nailed that. So Bose says, well, I just find it disturbing that was being thrown up as a defense. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. And Dorit's like,
well, we went to lunch and she was talking about her book. And so I look up the book and I see a blog that says I was in a cult. And I said, what?
Homegirl was in a cult. Lord Jesus, come down now. And they all start cracking up.
This is so funny because in most shows, someone says something like the news Amanda said, and that's like we said last week, it's a stopper, it's off limits. You just stop. But on this show, they're like, nah, that was shitty to bring it up as a defense. And then they're like, normally on a show when someone says, oh, I was in a cult, people are like, you poor thing. How did you get out of the cult? You know, they look at it that way. We're on this show, they're like, gross. A person in a cult? What an idiot. What a Looney Tune.
I think on this show, they're like, we know so many people that are in cults that she's just probably lying about this.
If it's not Kabbalah, you're out of here. Just kidding. Is that a cult?
So,
I just remember the red strings.
No, Kabbalah is not a cult, but like
Scientology.
A lot of people in LA
there.
are in Scientology, but like a lot of people are in lots of different religious movements here in LA. And so that's why I think they're totally unfazed. I also like the most.
So Kabbalah wasn't a cult. That was just like a celebrity popular. Yeah, it was like a celeb. Madonna was wearing a red string or whatever.
It's actually, I think, like a spiritual offshoot of like Judaism, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah, I just looked it up. Yes. Oh, sorry. Cool. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Oops, sorry.
We got a celebrity thing. But Amanda's blog, which was, by the way, posted in like 2015. I saw the date on it. So this is already a pretty old blog post, which also meant that Dorit was probably digging. So it says, 8 years ago today, I took one of the biggest leaps of my life. I ran away from an incredibly abusive, controlling, and isolated environment 1,166 miles from home. I was in a cult. And then Bose is like, so she wrote herself that she was in a cult? She admitted that? She was in a cult for 2 years. It was crazy. Do you want me to look up the website? I never thought to look up this website. Oh my God, this is like crazy.
This girl was in a cult? How'd she get there? How'd she get out of there? Maybe she's still in there. I don't know. Did she drive to the cult? Take a bus to the cult? Kit, where was the cult?
I don't know, girl. You want me to drive you to it? I'll find the directions.
All right, just be quiet. Did you throw away the omelet?
I'll throw it away, Bo. Sorry.
All right.
There's so much unknown about her. Nico, quiet down out there.
Sorry, it was my theme song.
I thought it'd be special having a talking car, but all he does is just say "Yes, Queen" and sing to himself in the parking lot. Can someone pull around that giant truck that gets supposed to roll into? Thank you. So
I like that.
Remember they would do that?
Yeah. Yeah. I do.
What are you gonna say?
I just like that Bose is worried about the travel. She's like, how'd she get there? How'd she get home? Where did she go shopping while she was in the cult? Was it walkable? Was there a bus? A train? Did she bicycle while she was in the cult?
It was just Cult Gaia, wasn't it? Amanda's like, oh my God, 8 years ago, I went shopping at Cult Gaia. And I finally left the store, and I was like, I'm never going back. So Bose is like, there's so much unknown about her. It feels like the picture-perfect version of her is breaking apart. So maybe now we'll get the real version of her. No, you won't. This woman, There's nothing real about her.
Yeah. So inside Rachel's house, there's blue balloons, and we see these crazy pictures of Skylar and Caius on the wall that they're going to be mortified with in about 2 years. They're just both like, duh. So what's wrong with those children?
And then this is also a producer cam thing. Like this is like there's a producer with her on cell phone, and Rachel comes in with like this venti coffee, and she is just stomping through her house. You just hear boom, 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 boom. Oh my God. Did you guys see the news? What the actual fuck? I didn't know anything about this. Hold on, let me move closer to the couch. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, those floors are so loud.
Yeah, and her shoes are always very loud. And she's just being stared at by those creepy pictures on the wall. I can't get over those pictures. You know, as someone with a creepy picture, a childhood painting that my mom had done, and I think I've posted it before, but it's so creepy and I'm still mortified by it every time I see it. And those kids are going to really be pissed about those photos. Anyway, so she's like, oh my God, can you believe it? Like, oh my God, it's all over the news. It's in TMZ. It's in Page Six. It's in the New York Times. It's in it just won a Pulitzer. Rachel files for divorce from Roger Berman. I was like, oh God, who cares? Haven't we known about this for 20 years? I feel like we've known that you've been leaving Roger for like a decade. At least.
Yeah.
No one is surprised and no one cares. I mean, obviously they care if it's in TMZ, but
Well, but TMZ will also post anything. They'll be like, a TikToker with 35 followers fell over in a trash can.
Booty
That's hard
Taco
11.
just shot themselves in the toe.
Yeah.
That's
But
Bueller.
also, like,
I call Bueller Booty Taco. I just made him a news headline.
but the other thing is like the big news is that they separated, and that happened, way ahead of time because it already had like they went into the season that they were separated.
Yeah, we had already seen paparazzi shots of him with a woman. Because that was what she was freaking out at the beginning of the season. So now she's like, oh my God, now people know we're divorced. We're getting divorced. Like, yeah.
So, okay, America, like, gather around, come in. Sorry, I'm like only in a robe because it's a weekend and it's like day and I don't know how to do this. But like, okay, gather around, come into the front. Okay, fill in the seats. Here we go. I filed for divorce this morning. Typical day. It's not like it was just like one thing. It was like a myriad of bad decisions over the last month or last week or last fucking hour that like triggered me to move forward. Yeah, there we go, America. I'd said it all. I'm burying myself. I'm raw right now.
I'm like so raw. But you know what? Like, could you imagine how this is affecting my kids? I mean, they're off at camp. Thank God. Like I hope one of them's not on an e-bike when he hears about this. It could be like tragedy.
Like literally, I want my kids to be moisturized from moisturizer, not their tears. So thank God they're at camp. God.
Tears could ruin their moisturizer. Tears dry out your face. If my children look older because of this news, I'm suing Roger, and that's it. So she's saying, I do not have a prenup with my ex. I don't want to give or get spousal support. Well, that's not going to happen. You think Roger is going to not try and get spousal support? I mean, he's going to argue that he built all of your businesses with you. Yeah, you're giving that man half, I'm sure. Unfortunately,
he's Roger with a D. The D stands for dick. Watch out.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, lady. And she's like, yeah, I mean, like, I want this to be like a new beginning. And if we're separating and living separate lives with different people, I shouldn't be paying for that, and he shouldn't be paying for me. Yeah, but you're the rich one, and he will be making you pay. Ugh, this is going to be ugly. Why don't you have a prenup? Come on.
It's just so insane. I'm like trying to think if I'm doing any events or red carpets. Like, it's like crazy. And then this lady, she's like on the phone with someone named like Taylor or Mary or whatever, like her team. And they're like, we don't have any events this week, right? And she's like, oh, maybe it's just like hopefully it's just like a slow news day. Ugh, hopefully. Like, we'll call if anything else flags. We'll call if this continues to break the internet with this news about you filing the paperwork to continue to be separated from Roger that no one cares about. Wow. Thank you. Like
so now we go to Amanda's new house / Kyle's old house. And so she's with her kids and stuff. And Kyle arrives and she's standing on the welcome mat, which says Money Queen and Company.
Yeah. Kyle and Mo are coming over today to see their old house. And I just kind of hope they like it. But like also I don't care because like I know we did a good job. So Money Queen's going to Money Queen. Am I right, everyone? Oh, my God.
Oh, this house. So Kyle comes in. She's like, wow. And we see before and after shots. And she's basically taking out the floors and replacing them with the farmhouse modern, typical thing that everybody has now and is probably going out of style in 5 minutes. And like the full wood feature wall, like so she just did a farmhouse modern. I was like, come on. Kyle's house wasn't great before, but it was kind of classic. That kind of classic Beverly Hills cottagey style. What would you call that?
Well, it was, you know what? She had that checkerboard floor where she was copying Kris Jenner and Kathy. So I was really happy to see that go because I never liked it in the first place.
Yeah, I never liked that either.
I personally was happy with the improvements. Well, to me, they were improvements, I should say. And I also just liked it because seeing Kyle, like, really still viewing this as her house. Like, why did you change the floors without asking me? That's what was going through her eyes in that moment.
It's just having the one-upper come over to the one-upper's house to see how they one-upped your house is really like, ooh, it was.
I know.
It was just so.
I also always
like
liked
Kyle
this house
karma.
better. Yeah,
you like this one better?
To me. I always liked this one better. I've been on
than the new one.
I do not like the new one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the new one's a little bit much, but neither one of them really had a ton of taste. And this one, remember when she did like wait, was Mauricio's office? That was the new house though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like the style I don't really like Kyle's style, but I don't think this was a huge improvement either, I have to say.
Well,
for me.
I will say that I got nostalgic because I didn't really realize how much of that old house's architecture and space I had internalized. Like as they walked through the living room that like feeds to the outside, I was like, oh yeah, there's the bar, I remember the flow of this house. I remember how the kitchen looked like that. And like when she was like a half second before she said, oh, Portia used to, this is where I used to like, Portia would do her homework on the counter. I'd be like, oh, that's where Portia used to sit on. And like, I couldn't actually believe how linked I was to this house. Not to the house, but like how many memories like came back to me as a viewer because there were so many scenes in this house. And I was like, damn, you should never have left this house. And I felt so bad because I cynically was like, oh, maybe if you didn't leave this house, things would have been better. And then she winds up saying the same thing later and like crying. And I'm like, okay, it's a lot sadder when she says it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some sad stuff in here. She's like, yeah, walking for Mauricio comes off. He's like, oh, well, oh my God, look, it's the husband. Look, oh my God, buddy. Hey, let me rub your back a little bit. Hey, you know what? It's crazy. I don't think I've seen you since, hold on, let me think about it. Since I sold you the house. Yeah, because you're the real estate guy. It's like I love that Mauricio's acting like they're best friends. Oh, last time I saw you, was it at the club? No. Guys' night? No, it's when you gave me money and I sold you this house. Right. Okay. Okay, good talk.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Yeah. Oh, look, this is nice. You like put some glass over here. That's nice. And they start walking around. We see everything, but it's like peppered with flashbacks. I like that I'm acting like I have all these memories of the way things were when they showed like a series of flashbacks. It's like, no, Bravo, just like, I'm just watching the show. I'm like, I remember when Lisa Vanderpump walked through with like a llama and then it's like, no, you don't remember it. You're just seeing
that was the countertop where Lisa Vanderpump said, oh, he's been with Portia. No wonder she must be the other woman the tabloids are alluding to. Lisa. Lisa.
How dare you say that? So they like go all the way through and we're seeing all these memories and Kyle is like tearing up. She's like walking through at first. I thought, oh, this is fun. But then it hit me like a truck. We lived here when Mauricio was starting to make more money. And then we decided we want a bigger and better home. But like bigger is not always better. And it is really sad because they did have a really good situation going on there. And they did say this was her house. She would always say this was her dream house. It was always her dream house. And then they decided to get rid of the dream house and try to go for something bigger. And the moment they went to the bigger house, it was like it was cursed right out of the gate. They got burgled right away and then everything went to shit. And it's like, it's sad. It's pretty sad.
So Kyle's like, yeah, like I'm embarrassed in front of them. I mean, seeing my house wasn't easy, Mauricio's. And he's like, really? Why? You didn't like the marble? No, Mauricio, it's the memories. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's like, it made me sad. But why? He's so confused. It's like, because it was a simpler time. I mean, the girls were younger. Oh, yeah. Now one's getting married, right? And one's going to college soon. It flies. Life passes, right? Okay, this was fun. I love the countertops. No, Mauricio. Like, sometimes I think, what if we didn't live here? But then we would still live here. And then where would they live? They could be homeless.
What would we do with all the money I'm making now if we weren't in a larger house? Like, it doesn't make sense. Well, my last memory of being in that house is us being happy. And of course, I think, what if we didn't leave? Would we still end up separated? And what if we didn't let life and business get in the way of us? How did we let this happen? He's like, yeah, so I need to go have lunch with PK right now. So do you mind if we wrap up your nice little introspective monologue? Thanks so much.
It's like, maybe we should just go outside. And he's like, oh, yeah, good. Maybe you could do this like in the car. Alone. And she's like, yeah, I just want to go to the car. He's like, yeah, we should definitely do that. Okay, bye, buddy. Hope to see you at the next house I sell you signing. Okay, bye then. Goodbye. Does anybody want to walk Kyle out to the car? Nobody? Okay, then. Okay.
He's like, how many scenes do I have to shoot with her today? Oh, my God.
Yeah,
So now we go to
she even started the scene sad because she gave the saddest "How are you?" we've ever seen. It was more like "How are you?" I was like, "Oh, this isn't going to go well."
I felt genuinely bad for Kyle. I will not lie. I thought it was actually a remarkably sad scene because, I mean, how could you not think those things? Obviously, the house has nothing to do with the dissolution of their marriage, but you know, you have to like see in that house things were good and everything was great, and like, of course, the human thing is that you think to yourself like, if we had just not changed that, everything would have been fine, which it would not have been. Like, what would have happened probably still would have happened. But I felt really bad for her because also, like, the new house is shittier. And she's like, damn it. I love this
You're like,
house.
I wasn't even thinking about the marriage or the family dissolution. It was just that the new house is so ugly. I really
No,
felt
just
for
like,
Kyle.
man, I gave up this house and everything went to shit. And now
Yeah.
I'm looking back at this house and I'm like, wow, actually, this house is great. I never should have left in the first place. And I was like, that is a tough lesson in life. Something like that. You know, we like to think that we go through life without any regrets. And when you see someone come face
I
to
do
face
not
with a
feel like
massive
that.
regret,
Yeah, I do
full
not
of
feel like
regrets,
that.
lots
Yeah,
of regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she gets in the car, Mo hugs her. He's like, okay, bye. And then we go to Erica's house. She's getting her glam done. And she's like,
Oh, there's a reason why the people always go back to 90s glam. It was so good. Oh, God, like the red the other night at the dinner party. That killed. I mean, the night was a disaster, but it held up beautifully. The look held on. And that's what matters most.
I like that we go from this meaningful scene about life's choices to Erica, who gives no fucks about her life choices. She's like,
Yeah.
You know what life choice I'd never regret? Red lipstick. Do it again,
Yeah.
boys.
They show like a flashback to her outfit 2 days ago. I'm like, do we really need to flash back to this? Are we really like navel gazing that much? And then we go to Sutton's house and she's FaceTiming with Jennifer Tilly. And Jennifer is like,
Well, I hope everything goes okay with Amanda today. She left in a bad place the other night, and I heard that she was sobbing at the door.
and Sutton's like, well, I was going to send her a text, but then I didn't. So you get no credit for sending the text.
I know
Sutton,
Sutton's
just so
one
you
of
know.
those people. Oh, yeah, I was going to call you when your mother died. Yeah. Do I get points for that? No, you didn't. It's even worse to think like, yeah, I thought about texting her, but then I didn't. You know, there's just all this nothing that I have to do. And so that took over.
Well, what you were saying the other day, do you remember when you said the road to hell is paved with good intentions?
And she's like, the road to heaven.
No, heaven. Oh, okay.
Why would you pave the road to hell, Jennifer? I love that Sutton just can't understand this saying. She cannot get this right.
It's the second time, right?
There is no road
like-
to heaven.
There's a highway to heaven, which I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
you
that
just
King Richards was on.
arrive. You just arrive in heaven. And there's not a highway to heaven either. That was some Michael Landon lie. That was just some lie
How
that
dare
Michael
you.
Landon told us.
How dare you? How dare you say things about my little house family? Well, yeah, it is funny though that Sutton does not understand this concept at all. She's the road to heaven is paved with good intentions. She thinks that's a very earnest saying. She's like, yeah, people with good intentions go to heaven.
Why would they pave the road to hell? Well, why wouldn't they? It's bad enough you're already going to hell without getting rocks in your toes and shit. Pave the road. Why not?
There are enough people
Just
going.
because you're going to hell doesn't mean you didn't pay your taxes. You deserve a decent road on your way to hell, just as you do while you're living, I say.
Over at Amanda's house, she's getting glam done. She's like, babe, come in here, babe. Come in here, babe.
Yeah.
Come in here. So when I
Yes.
first agreed to this dinner, I didn't know it was a dinner to celebrate Erica and Dorit's birthday. And like, I have like a lot of things I want to say, but like, it just feels like, to me, it's like inappropriate to get into someone's birthday party looking to like set a boundary with them. Like, I feel my cortisol spiking. I don't know if I'm emotionally safe. And I just don't know if I should really be going to this party. Like, all I'm hearing is crickets.
He's like, well, it's not your night and it's not your birthday, but if she has to fucking talk about it on her birthday and she won't leave you alone about it, then let it fucking rip. Who gives a fuck?
So now we go to Edge Bar Restaurant and Lounge. We're at the edge of Mar. So people show up and there's like a big entrance into the restaurant, which means that they all pretend like they're in a fashion show because it's this show. And Kyle is like, okay, so guys, you want to hear a really funny story? We were having dinner the other night, and guess who walks in? Mo, right, guys?
Is
the hottest
Kyle
husband.
here? Has anybody seen Kyle?
When is Kyle gonna get here? I want to hear about how our dinner went.
The night can't begin without Kyle here. So then Natalie Fuller comes again. She tries to make another splash, and it's just not, the splash isn't splashing. I'm sorry, Natalie. Now you're coming in with a hair dryer as a purse, which I guess is cute because you get to go, look, you guys, it's a hair dryer. And they go, oh, wow, it's a purse. Okay, so anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know what she needs to do. And I don't know why some people come in with kind of a splash and some people right away just aren't working. But this one's not working, right? I get dead energy.
It's not. What'd you say?
I get dead energy.
Big dead. I'm like, are we at the movies? Because I am reaching into a box of milk duds right now when I see Natalie Fuller.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like I should, you should give people more of a chance. Like, well, maybe they just need a few episodes, but every chance she gets is just, she blows it, I think. I feel like she blows her chances.
I mean,
so
Summer made a bigger impression than Natalie Fuller. I hate to say.
Bring Summer. I would take Summer.
Summer.
Yeah, I like Summer. So Kyle's like, I went to my old house today. I got so emotional. I cried for like 2 hours, you guys. 2 hours. Mo's face is still so confused. And Amanda's like, you know what? It's okay to not hold it together all the time. I mean, listen, you were in an ugly house. You saw it beautiful. And you probably thought, wow, I could have had a beautiful house that whole time. And you regretted it. And I don't blame you. And that's okay.
Well, we moved out in 2017, but then leased it out to people until 2021. And that's when we sold it for anyone who cared about that timeline. And Amanda's like, yeah. And that's when we bought it in 2021. And it was like my money, to be clear. I just want to say, by the way, when we say we bought it was me. I bought it. It was my money. So, yeah, I mean, we renovated it together, but I did buy it. Sorry. I'm like, well, I guarantee that you did not renovate it. I guarantee that Eddie renovated it, but that's fine. Okay. You take credit for the buying, but then also take credit for the construction. Fine.
What do you mean? You think Eddie paid for the reno?
No, I'm saying that doesn't he build sets as it is? Isn't he in construction?
Oh,
I feel like Eddie did the work. I'm just saying, like, she's like, he didn't buy it. I bought it. I'm like, well, fine. I feel like
she's just
you
so,
probably don't
it's
get
like,
credit for the construction.
She's
then.
just one of those people. It's like, I'm just going to go and diss my spouse in front of everybody and just remind everybody that my spouse is a loser. She's just
is she trying to extend her brand? Is this part of her brand? Is she just trying to reassert, like, I have so much money, I did it all my own. I'm
like, I don't need some
bitch.
man. Yeah, I don't need some man or whatever. But meanwhile, you're kind of like throwing your partner under the bus. Yeah, it's gross.
And awful.
So then Rachel's like, I mean, why? Like, why would you share that? Like, why is that necessary? Like, does that add value to the conversation? It doesn't. I really don't think it is. I mean, if we're going to talk about what a piece of shit people are, why don't we talk about Roger? Okay, let's talk about that. And Jennifer and Kathy come, and Kyle asks Amanda if she's nervous about today. And Amanda's like, no, I'm feeling empowered. Did you not hear? I bought my own house. Also, that house has been lived in, because don't forget, Sutton rented that house too, remember?
Of course. And she lit a fire in there too. So then, it's a smoky house. Yeah, this house came with a smoky eye. So then Dorit comes in last, and she's like walking in slow motion, like, fish sandwich. And Rachel's like, hey, hottie. And Rachel like jumps up out of her seat and goes and like intercepts Dorit before she even gets to the table. And then Amanda's like, what time were we supposed to be here, guys? She's late, LATE. I'll tell you who's late, you, because this territory was already covered by Teddy Mellencamp. So Kyle is like laughing because she does love to take a dig at Dorit. And so now Dorit and Rachel are just like standing, have a private conversation like above the table. And Dorit's like, I tried to call you, Rachel. She goes, listen, my heart has been like divorced for so long. Like, look, my heart is divorced. It's like crazy. My heart, guess what? It's wearing like a sun hat and like sunglasses because it's on like a European adventure right now because it's divorced. It's having a divorce party for itself. And I just wasn't hiding it. And like, there's like not a cell of my being that would ever consider getting back with him ever. Like, why? I'm dead.
Yeah, like my heart's been so divorced. I tried to kick it out, but there's like squatting laws apparently in bodies, and my heart won't leave. So like I'm still paying for half my heart's stuff, but whatever. Like apparently I still gets half my blood. So whatever. What are you gonna do? And Dorit's like, well, but why didn't you foil? Why didn't you file earlier? It's like, well, to be honest, like I spent the last year trying to deal with like the logistics of my new life. I mean, summer camp, e-bikes, summer camp, moisturizing children. Yeah, it's really hard. So like filing to me, that was just like a new detail in the process of like moving forward. You know what I mean? Also hiding my money. So
Yeah.
hopefully, fingers crossed.
So you're okay, but I can't make, hey, America, I can't make someone change into something that they don't want to be. Like I'm a stylist, but I'm not like a personist. Okay. And like ultimately, he didn't want to be the person that I was with for the first 25 fucking years of our relationship, but I'm still grieving a relationship that was like more than like half my life. That's right. 25 years is more than half my life, which means I am no older than 50 if you do the math. Think about it, everyone. Yes, I'm definitely younger than 50. Totally. Rachel's out, younger than 50.
And Dorit's like,
I think Rachel might be putting on a brave captain. And I mean, how can you not be destroyed by the fact that your husband, who you have been with for 33 years, moves on just like that in the blink of a snap?
Yeah, because Rachel said, Rachel was like, you know what, that person is like no longer present and has not been for so long. So to me, this is like fucking basta. Like it's so basta, because I guess that's her new word. I feel like every season of like every Rachel Zoe project season had like a new word, like bananas or whatever it was. And I think she's brought basta to Beverly Hills because she keeps on saying, this is like basta, like fucking basta. You know what? Like opposite basta, moisturizer, very basta, Roger.
she's like, yeah, I don't care because it's all fucking bullshit. It's basta bullshit. So then Natalie's like, well, guys, I just got back from Europe. And Erica goes, oh, right. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I had an experience in Europe that I only thought was an urban myth.
Oh, someone give you a drink and next thing you know, you woke up in the bathtub and your kidney's gone or what?
No. I went to a spa and I had the hottest masseuse on the planet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'd kind of like you to be more into this. And Bose was like, what happened during this massage?
Because it happened.
Sex. They had sex. That's what happened.
You had sex in a massage? Well, we didn't have sex, but it got very, very intimate.
Summer's like, wait a second, did you have a happy ending? She's like, I did have a happy ending. Thank you for coaxing that out of me. Summer's like, okay, I'm ready to go back to Colorado. So Jennifer.
I know, I think the audience is ready to go with her. Take Natalie with you. Take her with you. Wow. So Jennifer's like, well, I don't think I
want to be the person on the table immediately after her.
Well, you know they're gonna legalize this soon. You know, happy endings. Too much sad news. We need more happy endings. Well, an ex-murderer with a chainsaw could not have gotten that information out of me. I'm taking that to the grave.
Well, thank God I'm not the only one around here who wants to fuck. That's good news.
Natalie, text me the number of that masseuse. That's the hottest experience ever. Wow.
Do you think he'd be willing for an extra $20 to throw on a t-shirt that says slaughter things while he fucked me on the table?
So then Dorit is she's like talking to people at the other end of the table, and she tries to say hello to Amanda, and Amanda's like, hi. It's like, okay.
All right, that's fine. You know, girl, I'm going to be sitting across from you the whole night. Why? What did you go to the bathroom to? Did you go to the bathroom to manifest my absence? Sorry, I'm a little flummoxed right now. Not enough fish sandwiches on the menu for me.
I worked on that manifest joke a long time. Tired. I'm parched.
I didn't really stick the landing. Sort of like when PK dives into a pile of Pringles.
So Dorit's telling Sutton that she hasn't talked to her since that night. And Sutton's like, well, I don't really think you were attacking. I mean, you know, she's young. You know how they are. You know how they are.
No use laughing over spilled milk. Am I right? No, I don't laugh. You don't laugh over that.
The road to milk is paved with laughing intentions. And that's what we need to remember.
You can't have your milk and a crumbling cookie too.
Well, it's so funny when people say whatever you're trying to say, but she's really not young. You know, she's not old, but she's a grown woman.
And Sutton just starts laughing.
So Kyle's like, okay, time for speech. Ding, 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 ding.
By the way, Amanda
Dorit.
has gone to the bathroom. Amanda's like, I got to go to the bathroom. So she leaves and Kyle's like, okay, time for a speech. And Dorit's like, what did you want to wait for Amanda? No. Okay, ding, ding, ding.
Because it's going to get blamed on Dorit somehow. Because Kyle's like, Dorit, I want you to start a speech. That way Dorit's going to be doing a speech and Amanda's going to come back and be like, wow, Dorit didn't even wait for me. You know, that's what I was expecting. So Kyle's like, so I wanted to have you all together tonight to celebrate both of their birthdays.
I'm sorry. Is the waitress speaking? Who is saying those words? I don't understand where they're coming from.
Is it coming from a loudspeaker?
No, I'm right here. I'm not invisible. And it's important to celebrate any chance that we can these days. Right, guys? Right, guys?
Amen. Or as they say in France, Amen.
Or as PK says when he opens up a pound cake, I'm in.
So Dorit goes,
Kyle and I have been through a lot. We've had our ups and our downs, but this toast is really sweet. It's like an olive branch of sorts, a disgusting olive branch broken off my garden.
so Amanda
So Amanda
from
comes
the
back.
bathroom.
She's like, do not go in there, you guys. Wow. Really?
Amanda
Dorit's like,
Ventura.
Hello, Amanda. I'm glad to see you. Stay listening. All right, Amanda. The last time we saw each other wasn't very pleasant. It was a heavy night and a heavy moment. But I'm glad you're here tonight. And I think that we should clear the air, you know, because since we didn't leave in a particularly good place.
You look lighter tonight, specifically about 8 ounces lighter, at least since I last saw you about 5 minutes ago.
So Amanda's like, well, I mean, would you like to go somewhere and speak about it? She's like,
Well, we don't have to go anywhere. I'm happy to speak with you now. It's called a group scene. This is how we do things on this show. We air things out publicly. One of us will storm off, and then Kyle will get in the middle of it.
Welcome to an ensemble. Now, we don't have to go anywhere. I'm happy to speak with you now. I'd like to be able to have a conversation with you, Amanda.
And she's like, well, I mean, I need to be able to go through a dinner party and not be verbally accosted.
Dorit goes like this.
She's like, oh.
Dorit. It's like there was a cable attached to the back of Dorit's head and someone yanked it back.
She did. She's like, what?
It was it was the funniest. Like, that is gonna be a gif. That will be a gif and a half. I mean, it was so funny.
Let me say this in as many languages as I can muster. Whoa, ooh, wow, ooh, wow, wow.
Dad, basta. Sorry, I got caught up.
Were you verbally accosted by me?
Accosted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used the right word. That's how I experienced it. Oh, God, here we go. Here's some more of that language. Like, it doesn't matter what happened. It's what I felt, guys. It's what I felt.
And so she pulls out her phone to double check the definition, and Bose goes, "Oh, so now we've gone to the internet just to understand the definition." So everyone's shaking their heads.
And Rachel just puts her head in her hand. She's like, oh, my God. She's about to get killed. I didn't see this happening this quickly. They're about to murder her at this table. Basta, bitch. Basta.
Oh my God, it's like me in a small space with someone on the phone, dead.
Bose,
She's
do you want
gonna
me to
be
come
dead.
get you? I heard someone's about to get busted.
Damn it, Nico. Leave me alone. I'm at dinner.
Okay.
That ends Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. Well, thanks everyone for being here. We enjoy having you here. And I hope everyone had a great week. And we still have more shows that we're going to record later today. Traders, Valley, Persian Style. Get tickets to the Crappies. Do all the things. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Oh, yeah. And we're also about to post our new newsletter for the weekend. Well, actually, it's going up this weekend. So go get it at Patreon, would ya? We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.